Attention all drivers, I'm begging you to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
25 minutes moving on to the hour, and that's what we're doing. We're slowing it down to bring you some information from our traffic department here in St. Kitts. Let me say good morning to Sergeant Henry and welcome to the studio once again.
Good morning, DQ.
Yes, good morning, good morning. What's on your table for discussion for today?
I just want to say good morning to the listening audience via Radio Land and those who are streaming. This morning I'll be talking about traffic signs or road signs. And road signs are there to serve as a warning to all road users to ensure they are safe from potential driving hazard and situation. They also help regulate the flow of traffic among vehicles as well as other road users like pedestrians and cyclists. For example, you can even include animal. Because remember you have to give it to the animal them.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
You better, you should. Otherwise, you'll end up in an expense.
Accident and yes, and then sometimes when you hit the animal, they don't have an owner.
No convenient.
Yes. Okay. We also have signs that regulate the reinforced traffic laws. And these like the traffic lights, and this morning I want to talk about the traffic lights again. Because persons are still running the red lights, people are still turning when they're not supposed to do a right turn, and these things can cause accident. Up to some day ago I was in the gut and a bus driver came from east to west. You're not supposed to turn right up College Street, and he turned right. So these are the things we are facing with the general public and those who drive. So I'm asking persons, please remember there are no right turn at some of the traffic light. For example, if you're traveling from west to east on Keon Street, when you get by College Street Gut, you cannot take a right turn down into College Street. When you're going to Wellington Road and you reach by the traffic light, by the gas station, you cannot take a right directly by the gas station. That's down Leonard Dickinson Street. You can turn right by the showroom, which is Hartford Showroom. People are still turning across there. And when you catch them or when you give them a ticket, they want to make noise. But we are telling everybody, we are educating, and now we're going to enforce, do not turn right when there are no right turns. And also do not run the red lights. The lights are there to, as I said, to regulate the traffic. If these lights weren't in place, some of us will not get out of stop sign or stops. So just work with the lights. Have patience. Patience is a virtue. And if you have patience, we might have less accident. So I'm asking persons, please to work with the traffic lights and also the signs that are erected. Also, when you see there are cones in the street, they are placed there for a purpose. Especially if we are having a function and we know the traffic is going to be congested in that area, we cone off the area. We don't want any parking there. So when the cones are there, don't say, oh, I see somebody park there, so I park there. Two wrong doesn't make a right. If you see the cones, you know the cones are there for a purpose. Do not park in those areas. Otherwise, you will face the penalty. Anybody found it?
No, well, I'll wait for you to indicate that you're finished.
Yes, I can take on so long.
Okay, great. The lines are now open, 465-2555. That's 2555. Let's take our first call for this morning. You're live and lively.
Good morning, Sergeant
Good
Henry.
morning.
And good morning, Commissioner of Police GQ. As usual.
Yes, man. Morning culture.
Yeah, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your instructions. The law is the law. I've been saying it all the time. Jam Dong been saying it and others. And nobody is above the law. When people can look at a sign that says no entry or no right turn, no left turn, you see the sign there? And they believe that they could be ignorant to the law and still turn, there should be no sympathy with them but give them a ticket. Because if you don't teach them that way by giving them a ticket, they're going to continue. So I support the police every day when they do that. Now, here's a simple example. When you go to a doctor and he prescribe medication for you, and you get that medication, there are signs and warning on the medication, how to use it, what not to do and what to do. They have to put on those, because if you don't, they don't put on that, that could lead to death. And so it is with the traffic. The traffic lights came into being because people are not courteous on the road. They see you coming and they say, oh, me got it straight away. So before they stop and let you come out, they turn their head the other way. But when the traffic light tell you a red light stop, you have to stop. And anybody believe they could board the traffic light, do a knees upon them. Come down with the law upon them, and then they would learn not to do it. Thank you very much for hearing me.
Thank you, Carlo.
Yes, man. Let's take this next call. Good morning, you live.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, GQ.
Hey, morning, man.
Good morning, Sarge.
Good morning.
I have present tense a question, but you answer it. But I'm going to ask it, and please make it clearer to the people. If you are on a road and a vehicle is in front of you, and I am coming down, which who have the right of it, because I tell GQ he could pass, does that give those behind GQ the right to pass? You know what I'm saying? Hello?
If you're coming down the road,
Yes.
okay.
I have the right of way coming down the road. And another vehicle coming up, and his side is blocked. Because I see GQ coming, I tell GQ he could come through. Does the others behind GQ has the right to come through, and I have to wait till all him come through?
Well, you were courteous to tell Jick to come through.
Yes.
If the other come through and anything happen, then that's if an accident happen, they're wrong.
Okay, that's all I want to hear. Because I see that happen so many times. Because a fellow would let GQ come through, they believe they have the right to follow GQ. And they must understand that because their side is obstructed, they're supposed to wait until it is cleared.
Yes, Carlo.
You understand me?
Yes, Carlo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your call. Let's do this next one. Hi, good morning, you're live.
Hi, good morning, GQ.
Hey, morning, man.
I'm just wondering if something could be done or what can be done around the corner there by to go across by Pan Road, by Convent School, you know, the little corner right there. You know, there's a stop sign there and lights and everything. So, you know, there's a junction there, the cub wall. I realize that because most people now stop for the light right there. When others are trying to get through, most of the times, because of how they are positioned to wait for the light to turn green, you find that a lot of them are actually over on the other side of the road, which makes it sometimes even difficult to pass. So I'm just trying to find out if and what can be done if the cub wall could be either sliced down flat so that people could come around the corner easier, or might have to move the line back further from the light, because it's really difficult, even for some of the EMS services when they're trying to pass to go on to Pan Road. It's difficult because the vehicles are so far up that when you come around there, you could almost hit them if you're not careful. So to the officer there, I don't know if you have to work with
Public Works
to find out what can be done, you know, but it's something that we need to look at.
Okay, you're talking about which one the road? East Independence Square Street or coming from Wellington Road by Baker's Corner?
By Baker's Corner to turn across onto Pan Road.
Okay. I'll take note of that and I will let Public Works look into it, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Good morning, you are live.
Yes, good morning to me.
Yes, Castillo.
Yesterday, at Baker's Corner, he had a vehicle cut out there, so right? And it took a long time, but I went and I called the police. But when you see vehicle cut out there, you all need to get two red cones, one in front and one behind. That the traffic will flow much more better. Have a good day, good program.
And happy
Thank you,
birthday in
Carlo.
advance.
Thank you, Carlo.
Let's do this call. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, JQ. Good morning, Miss Henry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
before they send us off the road when we were still on the road, I used to sell on the road, right next to the traffic light. And I used to look at the flow of traffic, whether you're a police officer or not. And a couple times I'm there selling, and I saw a police lady, a police officer woman, and a male blowing the red light. I said, look at these, and these are the same thing the police officers coming on the radio and warning us about when to go and when to stop. And these are two police officers blowing the red lights. I said, look at that. And as they blow the red light, there's another vehicle coming towards them. I said, suppose they were collided together now. Officers doing the same thing as we who are not officers, because all of us are human beings, yes. But the officers, them should do better than us, even though we're supposed to be doing the right thing, because those are the ones who are teaching us the traffic. And so they should be carrying out the rules all the time, not sometimes, all the times. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Carlos. All right. Nobody's above the law.
The question is, though, what do you do if you see that? Do you, how? I know you all have a disciplinary
board, yes.
Right.
Where the person can report it, and the person in charge will investigate.
Okay. Well, we don't have any calls at the moment. We just have about 30 more minutes left inside of the program. Anything you want to address while we wait for some more calls to get in?
Also, I want to tell the general public that on Saturday 13th of August,
That's this Saturday coming?
right, the swearing-in ceremony of the cabinet ministers and the unveiling of ministerial portfolio, traffic restriction will be put in place. So persons will not be allowed, or parking restriction will not be permitted on Victoria Road. Parking restriction will not be permitted on Victoria Road. Cones will be placed there, and if vehicles are parked there, there will be violation and they will be dealt with. And these cones will be placed from midnight. So no parking on Saturday 13 on Victoria Road. Traffic will flow in one direction from south to north on that street. Parking also will not be permitted on the football house parking lot.
That's across Lozak Road.
On Lozak Road. So no parking on the football house state and parking lot, and no parking on Victoria Road. Traffic will only flow in one direction. So if you come down from north to south and the police see you and you have to be dealt with, do not vex with the police. Remember, no parking on Victoria Road from the old Basti High School to Lozak Road. Anything else above that, you can park. But nothing from the Basti High School to Victoria Road.
Okay.
And traffic only flowing in one direction from south to north.
Okay.
On Victoria Road.
And no parking across Lozak
Yes. You can park on Lozak Road,
but not
on the football house
Okay.
parking lot.
Okay. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning, you're live.
Police is back.
Yes, culture.
I want to tell the lawbreakers of the traffic that red light runners, they make vegetable patients. When you run a red light, somebody on the other side has the right to come through because they have the green. And when you run a red light, you cause an accident, you damage the person who has the right of way, and you make them a vegetable for life. So, respect the red light, respect the green light, respect the amber, respect the law of the land. And the traffic will not direct anybody to go wrong. Please, people, tears make waste. And waste not a tears. I could go on, but let me stop there.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, culture.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a listener here who does not live here, was here recently, and she's indicating that that right turn into College Street she said it can be an honest mistake because she said the sign wasn't that visible. So there's a request for making the sign either larger or put in a better position where people can see. Because she said she She wasn't living here. She came home
And she made a right turn.
and she made a right turn and she got pulled over. And she explained to the officer or the lady who was there, I'm speculating it was one of the traffic wardens. And she was saying that she explained to the woman that she had no idea because of the sign and the visibility. So that's something for you to look into.
Okay, I'll note that and I'll check it out.
Yes. Let's see, it's now 10 to the hour. We had a couple more minutes, and if we don't get any calls, well, you have a short one today, Sergeant Henry.
Yes. I also want to talk about those youngsters.
Before, hold your thought. We have some calls.
Okay.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I called back because I'm living in the countryside, and I would like to know if no officers do their work no police officers do their work in the countryside. Because in St. Paul's there by the Chinese shop, you know how many times people have to mash their brakes because of the traffic flow between the Chinese area in St. Paul's, and there is a yellow line right there next to the Chinese shop. So I don't understand why this load of parking right there on the yellow line, and we keep complaining about it all the time on the radio because I'm listening every day for this traffic thing, and yet still nothing is doing there by the Chinese in St. Paul's. No police officers working there to make sure that nobody park there on the yellow line. It's an everyday thing. Thank you.
Okay, Carl. I've noted your concern, and I'll pass it on to the relevant authorities in St. Paul's.
All right, let's go to the phone line. Good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good
hello,
morning.
morning.
Morning, my girl there.
Good morning.
Notice you sound very clear, so that means your headphone is on properly. Want to commend you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Leading to everybody, and people should take warning, listen, and whatever. The lady who said that she see police run the red light when there was by court right there by KMC.
Yes.
The traffic was coming, and I see an army jeep give a right turn, right cross. He went around, he just suddenly and he went right over and cross to go by the gut. I said, wow, if you could do that, and you started the peace, a big truck of army. So one of the soldiers was driving it, and he just went right around. I said, wow, look at that. If anything like that, they're on the red light and there's an accident, they will find out who do the wrong, if the police is wrong or whatever.
Yes, Carlo. They can tell.
Oh, yes. So I want to commend you all, the police and the army, especially like the whole of last week there when people had to go in because, if you all had to run the country for some days and things went well, nobody get killed, no bad accidents, no nothing. I just like to commend you all and the police officers and the soldiers for the work they are doing. Thank you all for your service, and GK is taking care of you when you come here now, so because you sound very clear. Keep up the good work, and God bless you and keep you and guide you and protect you and your family.
Thank
and
you,
all the
Lulu.
police officers.
Thank you, Lulu. Same to you.
Joppers. Good morning.
Good morning. Well,
Good morning.
How is the droppers going?
Joppers.
Hey, droppers. Good morning, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning.
My concern is motorcades. How high can one go? Because I just be scared when I see these trucks with these higher people there. People on the top, and they're passing wires. How high can you go? Is it? I don't know. I just be scared for it. I don't know. Just be very high, and sometimes the wires are there, and they have the truck man have to say, hold the wires. You just want to make sure that nothing happens to anybody. So I just wondering, is there a law for height? How high can you go on a truck with people? I don't know. That's my concern.
All right, thanks for calling.
Well, with that, I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't know if it's the music truck.
Yeah, the truck with the music.
Right, they usually have those persons up there to move the high tension wires and them things that they can pass freely without any obstruction.
Well, she was asking if there's a law in terms of height.
Never heard of that.
Okay.
I'll have to look into it.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning to you, GQ, and good morning to the officer there with you. How are you all doing?
Good, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, okay. Madam Officer, I have a concern. Persons were removed off of the street, vendors because it was said that they were in the way of pedestrians walking, and persons many times were forced into the traffic to walk. Now, to the back of the police station in town. What's the name of that street across there? To the bottom of Warner Park.
Lazard Road?
And you're going to Victoria roadside or going west.
Mm-hmm.
There is that side of the pavement that is yellow marked, right?
Mm-hmm.
But across there has a lot of vehicles that are parked right there in the yellow line. Some go right on the pavement, okay? And it is very difficult when people come across there to walk because they too are forced into the street to walk. They're forced into the oncoming vehicles on the street there to walk. And this is to the back of a police station. So I want to know what is happening there because people were taken off of the street because of this same complaint. But right to the back of a police station, the main, I should say the headquarters there, we have the same thing happening and people have to be forced in the same street to walk. So I would like to hear why this is that way. I'll continue to listen.
All right, thank you for your call.
Yes, when the traffic department especially go out and they see these things, they ticket the person or they call them and ask them to remove the vehicle. But you know, sometime after you move, somebody's going to come and park. So you have to be passing around. So that is what has happened. But we usually ask them to remove the vehicle or we ticket them.
Okay. Suggestion for you, Sergeant Henry, as it relates to the traffic lights and signs. This person is suggesting we do like the United States where the signs are also
on
the lights as well. So when you see the lights, you see the sign. So if there's a sign that says no right turn, when you see the light, you see the no right turn as well, or the no left turn, or no entry, or whatever the case may be. That's a suggestion there from one of our listeners. Let's see. Let's go back to the phone line, and let's say good morning to this caller. You're live.
I understand what the lady talking about the traffic thing around there, but some of them is the police park up there too, you know, because they ain't got nowhere to park. So some of them is can't just up the road there. So we is to blame and the police them is to blame too, because a lot of police vehicle when you see they park up there, nowhere for them to park. Take care. You.
All right, let's take this next call. Let's try this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Morning.
Concerning this sign, like a lady was saying, the sign for College Street for no right turn. Right? Now, I think a lot of these signs are a bit confusing. You should find a unique spot, like, you know, you look for a sign either on the left side or on the right. Because what happens sometimes, you'll be looking on the right, on the left side for a sign, and when you're almost done, it's on the right. You understand what I mean? And in driving, you can be looking left and right for a sign. You know, you should know if you're not sure well if it is that you could turn right. You look up on your left side while you're driving and you know you're looking there for a sign. You understand what I mean? But they have some signs, you're driving, it's all the way on the other side of the street on the left side. Another time, it's before the street on the right side. If you understand what I mean? Yes, so I think they should find a unique spot that you know. Once you're not sure, you look there. You look whether on the left side, before the street, which I think it should be before the street. You understand? Yeah, I mean, it don't make sense when you're turning and you're down in the street, you see a sign there saying no right turn. You know?
Yes.
And the one for College Street, I think it is on the side by Morton. On the left side, up on the coast. So it's like, you know, it's confusing. Definitely.
All right, Bob.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlo.
That's going to be our final call for this one. I'm going to let you respond, but before you do, I'm getting some more requests for officers how can I put it? Well, not request for officers, but more individuals are highlighting that officers are breaking the traffic laws as well. This person is saying this police officer running the lights, the red light, I should say. So I'm sure individuals are wondering what the police are doing about that.
Well, I can't say what they're doing. If it doesn't come to our attention, we can't do anything. When now people are talking, then I'll just take it back to the person in charge of traffic and let her take it to the higher commands.
That's
But
another
if they
getting
see something,
complaints.
right, if they see something and they're not saying anything, then we won't know. The police officers won't know what's going on. So that's why we depend on the public also to help us with our work.
Right, got you. You were making mention of...
The children on pedal bicycle.
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I want to speak to the parents especially, with boys or girls who have pedal bicycle. Yes, this is the holiday season and they are not riding with caution. Up to yesterday, a lady says she is coming up from by, I think it's by the Washi School on Taylor's Range, Taylor's Road. And some children just came straight out and stopped. She said she wasn't looking and driving with caution, she would have knocked them down. She said she had to press on her brakes. So I'm asking the parents, talk to your children. Talk to the children who have pedal bicycle. Yes, this is holiday time. The children will be up and down on their bicycle. Let's talk to them. Warn them before they go out or before you go to work at mornings. Let them know this is not right what you're doing. If you're going with your friends, make sure you look before you cross the road or you come out of a stop.
Got you.
Because you might come back from work and you might have to pick up a dead body.
And we don't want that.
No.
We don't want that at all, at all, at all. Sergeant Henry, I want to thank you for being here this morning. I know that was supposed to be your final word for this morning, but judging from my messages that I'm getting concerning the accident this morning in Old Road, it did happen. However, I'm getting videos as well. However, though, the concern is that I'm getting is that people are saying going across Old Road Bay is like traversing a road with 4 lines. Yes, it's true, but how the road is wide and I don't know if it's labeled properly, if that's the word to use, or outlined properly. But people are saying the road is really big and people use it like it's 4 lanes. And maybe that could be one of the reasons why
accidents.
Yeah, it's happening across Old Road Bay. That's just some of the concerns I'm getting.
But I cannot speak of the accident because accident that happened in Old Road Police Station deals with it. So it's not because it's a traffic accident and we are a traffic department. We do not deal with accidents.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So yes, but with the road, I'll have to let Public Works check it out. Maybe I'd have to put walks or the signs or the markings. Because I believe why it's so wide is because you have to have a pull-off shoulder. So if they put the lines, but you put a pull-off shoulder, people can still overtake there. Because even on Wellington Road, when you're leaving the powerhouse and coming down into town, it have one on the left side, and it's not for overtaking. It's for emergency. If anything happens to your vehicle, you pull over there. Not for overtaking. Because we drive on the left, you can't overtake on your left.
Yeah. Lastly, someone is indicating a mirror for Deep Bay, the road to Arthurs, if they can get one there. That's the final message I had for you.
A mirror at Arthurs?
Yeah, in Deep Bay. The road to Arthurs at the top. And thanks for everyone who called in. Thanks everyone who tuned in to listen to our program this morning. And for those of you viewing as well. We are 4 minutes over the time to make sure you're getting those messages for you and also allow you to get your point across as well.
And remember Saturday for this swearing-in ceremony, no parking on Victoria Road, traffic will flow in one direction from south to north, and no parking on the Football House parking lot. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.
Exceeding the speed limit.
case you don't know us, you're just twisting the dial away and managed to bump into us, this is ZIZ Radio from out of St. Kitts.